Okay, welcome back to the Vino Rod. This is Robert. I'm going to do some updating, and we're moving along, fellas. All right, so let's go see what I did. All right, well, got the fuel tank here, 17 gallons, made out of aluminum. Sheared it up, ended up making a 17-gallon fuel tank. I got a vent here and a forward sending unit, and I'm going to end up hitting it with this chassis black. I'm going to go over it with this acetone. Sanded it with 150. Put some scratches in it. Should be enough. Alrighty. Got it taped off. I didn't mention that I have the supply line back down here for the fuel. So let me get this set up. That's the first coat. I'll let that dry up. I'm gonna hit it with a second coat. So we'll catch you back here. Okay, well that first coat is tacked up. I'll put another coat on it. Bolo has found me, so he's gonna be bugging me now. But you know what, I think I was rushing through. You know, this is an aluminum fuel tank, 17 gallons, that I picked up the metal from a supply house here in town, sheared it up to fit the trunk area. I mean, I shoehorn it in, but it's got 2 baffles in it. It's got a forward sending unit, vent, and then the supply down here. So yeah, and it was, you know, aluminum, so I heliarched it. So let me get this second coat on here. Don't let me forget to extreme chassis black satin finish, Eastwood's, good product. But yeah, I'll let that dry up and maybe hit it with one more coat just to get a good shield on it. Okay, I put the third coat on it off camera. You guys kind of get the message on what I wanted to accomplish there. So what we'll do is we'll be moving on to the next project. So I'll be back. All right, well, this part of it is I'm going to put these coilovers into their brackets there in the trunk. And these are just coilovers out of a razor. They're adjustable. They're 16 inches on center. And these bolts here, I've cleaned up the threads on them, rounded them off with my grinder. They seem to be working out pretty good. So what I'll end up doing is putting these in so I can use them to line the rear end up, getting the ladder bars set in. So, all right, let me move on to the next step. Okay, here, let's go with the first attempt. Okay, so the bolt's not lining up very good. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can chase that opening out some. All right, I'm gonna leave them loose so when I'm trying to get the stuff to bolt up to the rear end, I've got a little bit of got a flat washer here on this side of the bushing. Come on there, sweetheart. Come on now. All right, keeping it a little bit loosey-goosey. All right, so we're moving on. I think I'm going to bring the rear end around now and try to get this bottom of the shock mount attached to the rear end. And then I'm thinking that that's going to give me a better chance to get the ladder bars in. And this bracket here will fit over to the rear end to keep that side-to-side motion going when I'm, showing off to the girls, When you get on it, got that pack of cigarettes rolled up in there. What can I say? All right, I jumped ahead after mounting the shocks, bringing the rear end up. And I'm going to go ahead and put these ladder bars in. So I've left this emergency brake cable to this rear end, which is a 56 Chevy. And I'm going to try to incorporate it into this car. So I'm going to work around it. I think I'm going to, at this point, emergency brake cable is going to go in between the ladder bars and see if that works out. Just doesn't look like it'll work any other way. This right here is just a search and destroy mission, because I'm going to see how well this works out. I think I'll go this way with them. Try getting the top one in first. These are also hammers. Not very good ones though. Note to self, when you take it apart, label what side is what side. So I think I'm going to stick with this side. Looks like I'm going to have to wrestle it in. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like that's going to be able to pull into place. Just appears like it's just too much there. So, that definitely ain't happening there. Let's see. How about this way? That fella. Just don't know if that, yeah, once that goes in like that, that's too far. So this guy fitting in this way, it's too much. It's kicked it too far down. Okay, so this guy is way too far outside in that direction. So if I flip it this way, yeah, that might be the closest, but once I get that one in, I've got to really pull down on it. So maybe once I get this in, I can let this fella loose, and that'll give me the ability possibly to pull down on it possibly. So, well, I've tried both of those other ways, so let's give that a whirl. Keep a little pressure on it. Gold! Okay, don't get too slap happy here, all right? We still ain't got it yet. Holy smokes. Had to disassemble it to maybe. Yeah, the bushing's backing out. All right, so we're getting there. Got the thread sticking out just a little bit. Still having issues with that bushing and that sleeve wanting to come out too. So I'm going to have to work on that a little bit. I don't want to put too much pressure on this outside of this trunk area. It's flexing a little bit and I don't want to, push too hard on it.
Going to end this video right here, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can get a little bit more time to film. Hey, thanks for watching, and I appreciate all the new subscribers.
It's gonna